All right, I've got the link. Yeah,
Trying to figure out. Oh, there we go. Got my mic back working on OBS. Are you working on OBS? I mean, on Discord.
I'm just
All right, I can
I
hear
just
you.
got this one open.
All right, you just got the link open.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out. Oh, got my mic back working on OBS. Are you working on OBS? I
Okay.
mean, on Discord. All right. Well, I can hear you, or I can hear us. All right, I can hear you. All right, you just got the link open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to figure out. Got my mic back working on OBS. Are you working on OBS? I mean, on Discord. I can hear you, or I can hear us. All right, I can hear you. All right, you just got the link open. It's about to be a loop now.
Yeah.
Were you able to hear like any of the music playing in the background?
Yes, I was.
Was it loud or?
It wasn't too loud, no.
Alrighty. Well, with all of the checks out the way, should probably paste the link in the That's funny. And then paste the link in the behind the curtain. Oh, I'm gonna hear that double. Should probably paste the link in the Yeah, you don't have to keep the volume on because I'm gonna hear that double in my headphones. And then paste the link in the behind the curtain. Oh, I'm gonna hear that double. Yeah, you don't have to keep the volume on because I'm gonna hear that double in my headphones. And then paste the link in the behind the
Yeah, I've got it turned all the way down.
Okay, perfect. What am I looking for on my phone? Oh, the link to the live.
I don't hear anything from you from the YouTube.
Wait, what happened? You don't hear anything from me? You don't hear me? You hear me or you don't hear anything from me?
I now can hear something from you. I turned I turned the volume down on the YouTube,
Okay.
so I can only hear you.
Okay. Yeah, cuz it was going to play like a double.
Yeah.
whatever theme song this is blasting in my ears. Shane Douglas. I had to turn it like all the way down on my headphones, but crank it on the back end. We put some chips on the Barbie. Alrighty. Are you ready?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Alrighty, I'm ready. Let me turn you down a little bit in my headphones. You're screeching in my headphones, but we are back, guys. We are back. It is me. It is me. It is me. And only me.
And
But I'm here with my
it's
co-host.
John Anderson here, GM of Raw. We're playing the games again. We're here. You're here. Good to be here.
You know what they say, it's time to play the game.
Yep.
So, just to get a recap, everybody a recap of what happened. I want to say last week, but this was really like 2 days ago. But so last week we had our first episodes. You had a 2.5 star night. Your best match was the second match on the card.
Backstage brawl with Triple H and Umaga. That was a pretty nice for me.
And then your main event, which happened to be the Intercontinental title match between your boy, Mr. Kennedy, who lost his title to Eddie Guerrero. How do you feel about that one?
Well, I'm a big fan of Eddie Guerrero myself anyway. So this was a win-win situation for 2007 two, 2000, you know,
Right.
people watching and everything. Kennedy was a player, but he never really got his due. Eddie, on the other hand, I could solidly say for me this isn't a bad decision.
Oh, yeah. Wholeheartedly, if I would have seen Eddie with the IC title in 07, I wouldn't have been mad. I would have been like, yep, Eddie's about to go win the world heavyweight title or something. I would have just thought that would have been the lead on to that.
Yeah.
As soon as he lost the IC title, boom, he's in a world title picture. Or like when he was IC champion and then he fought Triple H, and that was pretty. Or no, when he was WWE champion and then he fought Triple H, and that was pretty lit.
I remember pretty fully the matches with like Kurt Angle and the cheating by untying the.
Or by untying his shoe. Oh yeah, so that's when like I was really like fully conceptualizing wrestling. So like I understood wrestling in the 2000s, like 99, 2000, 2001. I didn't understand that like WCW went out of business. I just knew that one day I just couldn't watch that. One day Nitro was on TV. Then the next day Nitro was on Raw. And I was like, Raw was on Nitro, and I was like, what?
I was expecting a lot more out of that. I was really actually quite disappointed that they just basically turned it into an invasion angle and shut the show down. I thought it was a stroke of genius having Shane McMahon that should have been the original brand split.
Yeah, WC Nitro and Raw.
Yeah,
So
and then that way we would have been able to have a a Super Bowl super card on
right,
like WrestleMania.
right. If they would have like been like, okay, we're gonna keep Raw on Mondays, and then put Nitro on like Tuesdays or Thursdays, and basically use Thunder and Nitro. I mean Thunder and SmackDown as like the recap shows. That would have been awesome. But a lot of the guys that were on contract with WCW ended up sitting out and just taking the free money that AT&T was giving them.
Yeah, TNT was giving them a free contract, and that's what really happened was they and we can also attest to a terrible match between Buff Bagwell
And Booker T, yeah.
and Booker T as the nail in the coffin.
But I take that more as that match was sabotage. Like you could have did that match the next week in Atlanta and you would have got a better crowd reaction than versus doing it up north in WWE territory.
That is very true. It
It,
could have been a better.
it's like having it's like having the it's like having the Super Bowl in Los Angeles and then
Yeah,
it being the Jets or it being the Giants versus the Patriots. No one
yeah,
in Los Angeles is gonna care because that's not their team. So they're gonna shit on the competition.
yeah. The and they needed to build up the feud a bit too, and
But you
and
gotta
they
think
should
about it.
not
The roster that came into WWE, like the guys that did sign over, uh
weren't the big
yeah,
names.
they weren't the big names. So you had like Hogan. Like so a lot of these guys were either signed up until '02 or '03.
Yeah,
Uh so like Sting, he didn't have his contract buyout, but he didn't even trust the WWE to keep him like the top guy. He already knew what was gonna happen. And I
yeah,
think that was the big nail in the coffin. Let's see, they didn't get Bret Hart back.
and that was a nail in the coffin. Not getting Goldberg back
Yeah, not getting Goldberg
was
until 2003, and then only having him for a year.
killed WCW,
Let's see,
and
because if Goldberg would have came during the invasion, there was no doubt in my mind. You have to like, you can't not make Goldberg not the star. So like, unless you literally like, I don't know, you couldn't have like Goldberg was gonna be like the saving factor of WCW. Like,
it would have been a brilliant feud right off the bat. W WWE versus WCW, Goldberg versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
yep, that was the two.
It,
That was the two guys that they always said were the same. Like it's like he's
the
bald.
dream team.
He has the earring. He has the black trunks with the knee pads and the black boots.
Yeah,
Let's
and
see.
that would have kept WCW going to this day. Probably we probably wouldn't have all of the different little minor ones.
Right.
We'd have two big ones TNA probably wouldn't have even come into existence.
Well, so yeah, well, TNA would have always came into existence because Vince, when Vince like publicly fired Jeff Jarrett on the simulcast, that was legit. Like Vince didn't like that Jarrett stuck him up like for 18 grand for the IC title.
Yeah,
So when Jarrett left and went to like WCW, that were like Vince wanted to make it known like Jarrett, you're fired. You're not coming to WWE. Like no, we're not even. You could sit out your contract and get your money. We're not even looking at your contract. We don't want you. And so he took that money, that buyout money, and started TNA with the help of his daddy.
yeah.
But it's crazy to hold the title up for ransom. You're like, yeah, I'm going to WCW. I'm not losing this title to a woman unless you pay me.
That's that old way of thinking. I mean, but right around that time frame, it, that was really that was really a way of thinking. They were still fairly ensconced in what making making it look like it was a fairly legitimate sport.
Right.
But we've gotten off on a tangent, and we probably need to take a look at your show ratings.
Yeah, so I pulled out a 2.5, but let's see. So my two good matches were the last two matches. So my tournament matches, Bobby losing to Kurt Angle and Batista beating John Cena. We also had a very entertaining triple threat match. Benoit outlasting Matt Hardy and Edge. Kane and the Big Show easily defeated Super Crazy and Psychosis. Johnny Nitro, Paul Burchill. And then we had a fatal four-way to determine the number one contender for the Cruiserweight Championship, which was won by RVD, but not to be outdone, Kid Cash caught RVD backstage smoking some hash and said, "Hey, bro, I got some stuff for you in the car," and jumped him backstage. So RVD is out of the title picture, and insert Mr. Kid Cash. So
Okay.
that brings us to week number 2. So before we go on to week number 2, we are going to look at, oh no, did your rivalries not hold over? Oh, because you didn't, oh, okay. So the rivalries didn't hold over because you have to have, the rivalry participants have to be like in the same, they have to be in the same segment together.
Okay.
So it's just
Okay.
like,
So
yeah.
that
So it's just like 2006. They have to be in the same they have to be in the same segment together. Whether like it could be a 1v1 with two other people and they're the managers. As long as
yeah.
they're in their segment. So like I did,
How
so how like the Kid Cash and Rey Mysterio were in the same Fatal 4-Way match, that goes towards their rivalry. And because Kane and the Big Show were in a match together, it counts towards their rivalry, even though they faced Psychosis.
okay.
So we could either set you up. So let's go back. Let's look at your card. You had some filler out matches. I guess you can set up another set of rivalries if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's try and set up a couple of different rivalries. open it.
So we got the.
Is this you? Is this me or is
This is you.
this is me? Okay. Let's go with a stalker.
Alrighty, so we got the stalker. I think that is that a male and a female? Yeah, I think that's a male and a female.
Okay. That's good because I have the women. I can build up a woman's title.
Okay.
The let me have. So is that who is the first one? The one is the stalker
Oh.
or the guy?
So the stalker is automatically gonna be the guy, and then the person getting stalked is automatically gonna be the female.
Okay. I'm gonna make Gregory. Oh, he's a. It probably has to be
They
a
has,
dirty player.
yeah. So these are your dirty guys.
Let's make JBL the stalker
Uh-huh.
and
And then you're clean.
Mickey James.
And that should.
And we'll put her. We'll put that. See how it gets to vengeance.
Okay, so it might have to be a woman.
Okay. Try a Chavo.
Chavo. Wait, no, it has. Let's see. Okay, so it has to be a clean woman and a dirty woman.
So it has to be one dirty and one clean. So tried and it said JBL
Yeah,
wasn't a good stalker.
yeah, it has to be two women.
What about William Regal?
It has to be two women. Yeah, it has to be two women.
As long as the computer likes that
It has to be two.
I can do.
Oh, it has to be two women.
It has to be two women.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Candice Michelle and Mickey James.
Okay. Why? I wish it would let me know.
Most of my Trish Stratus.
Oh, okay. It has to be. It has to be a clean woman, a dirty man, and a dirty woman.
Oh, okay. So it has to have
Yeah.
three. Okay. There we go. That works.
Boom. So got that one set up.
Let me set up let's go back to the freak show.
With
And
Umaga and
Triple H. Or
will it let them two go? We're doing this to Vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be clean and dirty.
Okay. Give me Kennedy, because he just lost his his title.
Okay. Boom. We got them.
And I think an ungrateful rookie would be good. And I could see Shelton Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels.
And that one's going to Vengeance too.
Yeah.
Boom. And I think that should be good. You want to go check out the let's see, check out the free agents. So we got Carlito. So if we do it by popularity, Undertaker still the free agent. Ric Flair, Carlito, Molina, Finley, the Boogeyman. He worked for Freak Show too, and I think the Undertaker too. Tori, Khali, Chris Masters, Hardcore Holly, Mark Henry, Snitsky, Vito, Viscera, Lance Cade, Jillian Hall.
You know, I think I want to snag up Carlito.
Alrighty.
I'll go for a 3-month contract. And I could definitely use another woman on the card. Let me snag Molina.
Alrighty, snag Molina.
Go with another 3-month contract. And that's good. I feel that's a good call.
Alrighty. So get it. We're at your second week. You got 2 more weeks till the pay-per-view. For those who are new or don't know, let's go look at his chat. First, let's go look at your roster. For the guys who don't know, you have Eddie, Shawn, Triple H, Mick Foley, Carlito, Kennedy, Umaga, Molina, JBL, Lita, Mickey, Trish, Shelton, Chavo, Gregory Helms, Candice Michelle, William Regal, Trevor Murdoch, and Trevor Murdoch. Your current champions are a vacated WWE champion, Los Guerreros as your world tag team champions. Eddie's a dual champion. He's tag and intercontinental champion. And then Mickey James is your women's champion. So let's get into it. Your second week, skip heat.
Skip heat.
So
let's go to the main
event.
I'll take a title match. I want the World Tag Team title. So
we have the regular tag match. Then you also have hardcore tag match, ladder tag match, steel cage tag matches, table tag matches, and TLC tag matches.
Let's do a TLC. And obviously we need the champions.
Eddie and Chavo.
You know, I actually kind of like that right there. Shelton and Chavo.
Alrighty, yep. And then that goes with, who is Shelton feuding with? Oh, Shelton. He's feuding with Shawn Michaels, so that will actually break your rivalry.
Okay. Pull him out then.
Let's see. So these are a list of like your possible, like your contenders for your tag team titles, like your title contenders.
Okay. Let's go with Los Guerreros versus DX.
Now you got to remember, Shawn Michaels and Shelton
Oh, yeah,
Benjamin are in a feud.
I got you. I got you. I forgot. Right off the bat, I forgot. Okay.
So let's
Let's go
see.
with.
So like, so these four guys, and then Kennedy.
You know what? You know what? Put Kennedy and Carlito in, because that can we can. I'm thinking a feud between
Let me see.
Eddie and Kennedy
Um,
might be a good thing.
did you? Now you just put one of them. Okay, so yeah, you got Kennedy in a feud with Umaga.
Let's go. Okay.
So we could do. So let's see. You got Kennedy in a feud with Umaga. So let me see.
JBL,
JBL.
classic, classic traditional feud. If you didn't see that blood match, that
Yep.
match, oh,
Still
that
one of
was
the
the
bloodiest matches.
in history.
Alrighty, so we got us a TLC tag team title match to end off Raw. All right, and the match before.
Be non-title match.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a singles match with Melina and Candice Michelle.
Alrighty, and then with this one, since Candice Michelle is feuding with, let me see, so she's feuding with Mickey. No, this is gonna help keep your rivalry intact. Oh, it didn't save.
So it will.
So boom, you do single, and then you
Okay.
can do.
Still learning the ins and
Ye-
outs of this game.
So if you do Melina with Mickey versus boom, that'll help your rivalry stay intact.
That's and that makes it look that's a good second main event.
Alrighty. And then so your second promo.
I would like uh you know last week we did an advertising promo. I want to do that again, but let me go with a merchandise sponsorship.
Alrighty. The big merch sponsorship. Match number 4.
Will be a non-title match. No manager. Let's do a 6-man tag.
Alright, we got 6-man trios.
I like oh, I already have Shawn Mike. Do I have Shawn Michaels in the match
No.
with anybody?
No.
Okay.
And Shawn Michaels is feuding with Shelton Benjamin. And I don't think anybody else
We,
is feuding with anyone else. So
yeah, and
you're in.
Chavo and
Yeah.
Eddie are in the main event.
Yep.
So we could put Mick Foley and to replace Eddie, we can put Gregory Helms.
Alrighty. Got your third match.
Um, let's do a number one contenders match. Something, maybe a fatal four way. No, it looks like I've got quite a bit of people on that 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 6-man
Or
tag can be.
or just to help you out, or let's see, something that could help, that could like free up some guys. How about, this is just me giving, instead of the world, all right, instead of the world tag match,
Yeah,
you do this 6-man tag, but you do it
man.
Eddie Chavo. Are they feuding with anyone? Hold on. No, I don't think you have them feuding with anyone.
I don't think I have them feuding with anyone.
Okay, so you do Eddie Chavo and Shelton versus versus DX, and you could do like
And Ken,
DX. You could like do DX and just a random person, someone.
you know what? Let's do DX and Kennedy
Okay, well, if you do,
because that's who I had. I was kind of wanting to do a feud between Eddie and Kennedy.
well, you have Kennedy feuding with Umaga,
Oh
so
yeah, with Umaga. Okay. So yeah, just that random dude of Trevor Murdoch is fine.
would you want that at your main event or the match 4?
I'd say main event.
Alrighty, so we do. Now, wait, can we do? I know you can't do a 6-man with a manager. Boom, 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 boom. Uh, and then you could do like JBL.
Yeah, that looks like a promising match.
And then this match, you can scrap. All right, boom. So now you got. Oh, hold on. And then submit. Boom. There we go. So now you got the 6-man, the ladies,
Uh,
merchandise. Now we're back to match 4.
Match 4. Let's go with a non-title match. Um, let me see. Let let me have Kennedy and Umaga fight. Start thinking about these feuds.
All right. You got Kennedy versus Umaga. Match 3.
I'll go with singles match with no manager. Um, Lita versus Trish Stratus.
All right. And then the first
Promo.
promo.
I think we should do a new superstar promo because Carlito. Want to build him up. Match 2. Uh, six, hmm, okay. What about a just a triple threat match?
All right, triple threat.
And I will go with Gregory Helms. Do I have Carlito in a match?
No, you do not.
Okay. I do have JBL in a match, so we
Yes.
need to let's put Mick Foley in the match.
Alrighty. And then your opener, trying to see who all doesn't have a match. Trevor Murdoch. So Trevor Murdoch, Regal. I think those are the only two that haven't had a match.
Yeah, let's do those two
Alrighty. And then in order for this one to keep your, so you gotta do it like
with a manager.
with no. He's with Candice Michelle.
Yeah.
That's cool because she's only a manager in this match, so it's not gonna affect nothing.
So basically they're swapping duties. They're doing double duty, but they're not doing double match.
Yeah, pretty much. So this is your match card for tonight.
I like it. I like it.
All right, we're gonna lock it in. Now let's go over here to Smack DZ. We have a cool $500,000 in here. Our roster looks like this. We got Eddie, Sean. Wait, no, this is the Raw roster. Let's go. Now we're on Smackdown. We have $1.5 million. And our roster looks like this. We have the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, Batista, Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Edge, Randy Orton, Booker T, RVD, Bobby Lashley, Chris Benoit, Johnny Nitro, The Big Show, Kane, Matt Hardy, Paul Burchill, Joey Mercury, Super Crazy, Kid Cash, Psychosis, Davari, and that's it. Looking into free agents, it's very tempting to pick up The Undertaker. It is very, very tempting to just pick up The Undertaker.
How much that cost you?
Oh, I have a full roster. I can't even pick up The Undertaker. I have all 20 guys, so I would have to let someone go. Probably Paul Burchill. Seeing as he is really the only odd man out. But we don't need The Undertaker. We don't need the dead man services. As we're coming live from Tampa, Florida, and I think that is home of the Big Show, if I'm not mistaken.
At least they.
Yep, Tampa, Florida is the home of the Big Show. So that means the Big Show matches get a little boost. So I am going to, as we don't have a pay-per-view for the next month, we have tag team champions. We don't have a tag team feud. So let's see. Roster, rivalries. Oh, so they are in a tag team feud. Alrighty, cool. So I'm gonna make a pair of matches In our opening match of the night, we're going to have I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having a seizure. We're gonna have Kane with the Big Show as his manager go up against Joey Mercury with Johnny Nitro as his manager. If Kane wins, then they get a tag match. Later on in the night, we're going to have the hometown hero, the Big Show, go up against Johnny Nitro with Mercury at ringside. And the winner of this match gets
to pick the
stipulation.
That's a good idea.
In our second match, we're going to have a Cruiserweight Championship match. Against, it's going to be Mr. Kid Cash himself versus Rey Mysterio. But this is going to be a hardcore Cruiserweight Championship match a la ECW. And then in our first promo, we are going to we are in the interview space. In the interview space. Chris Benoit is going to talk about how, as I should probably put them in a rivalry, Chris Benoit is going to talk about guess I can just, because the name of the feud doesn't really matter. So Chris Benoit gets on the mic and he's going to talk about how he strives to become the new United States champion from Booker T, which just so happens to segue into our next match, as we have Booker T going one-on-one with who is someone that going one-on-one with Edge, with Chris Benoit in his corner. You know, Canadian stuff.
Canadian. There you go. There's a Team Canada.
Promo 2. We are going to... We have a rivalry that I can do the rivalry attack for. No, I can do that next week when Kid Cash takes out. If Rey Mysterio wins, I can use that for the next week.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so promo number 2, we are going to I'm gonna get some money. I'm gonna get some cheap money.
That's smart. Smart.
Now, last week we had Kurt Angle beating Bobby Lashley and Batista beating John Cena. So, rightfully so, we're going to have John Cena versus Bobby Lashley, with the winner being the number one contender for the WWE Championship or World Heavyweight Championship after we crown the champion. So this is going to be who's next up in line.
There you go. That's what my 6-man tag. I think the winner of the 6-man tag is the number one contender for the pay-per-view for the undisputed title, for the WWE title.
Now, since we had 2 winners and 2 losers. Wait, did I do a 4-man or did I do a 6-man? Yeah, I just did a 4-man. So so Kurt Angle and Batista fight for the title next week. Or not next week, in 2 weeks. So this week, they have to be tag team partners.
Fun.
So we have, where are they? Batista and Kurt Angle going up against Matt Hardy. I might actually have Booker T go up against Matt Hardy. And then have against Randy Orton and Chris Benoit. But I'm going to do it like this. Batista and Kurt Angle with Chris Benoit as their manager to go up against Randy Orton and Edge. No. Wait, what am I doing? Randy Orton and Edge versus... Oh, I don't need Chris Benoit in this match. Yeah, because he's feuding with Booker T. So I don't need him in this match. But I don't want Matt Hardy stinking up my main event with Edge. And they don't like each other anyway. Alrighty, so boom, that's my SmackDown card. We got Kane versus Mercury, Kid Cash versus Mysterio, Benoit interview, Booker T versus Matt Hardy with Chris Benoit at ringside. He's not really there with Matt Hardy. He's sitting at the announce table, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Then we got Big Show going up against Nitro, hometown hero. You know, he gets the middle match of the card. Then we got to make some money back because one of these matches is going to be a stinker. Bobby Lashley versus John Cena. That is a pay-per-view level match that we're giving away for free on SmackDown. And then in our main event, we have the two number one. But this match is going to be to determine the number one contender after we get our actual world champion. And
Okay.
we have Randy Orton and Edge taking on the two guys who will be competing in 2 weeks for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Batista and Kurt Angle.
See how they handle the.
Oh wait, oh there we go. I was like, why want to go to Raw
So
first? So, so we get the so you pick your match that you would want to watch, and then we will simulate the rest.
well, let me give a slight rundown on my side of the hill. We've got Trevor Murdoch and William Regal with Candice Michelle to start up see how they handle each other and start up a feud. We've got Gregory Helms, Mick Foley, Gregory Helms and Mick Foley um, bringing in a good fight for a brand new superstar to see how he handles in the match. And then we have a match between Trish Stratus and Lita. Might be a number one. It will be a number one contenders match for the women's belt. And we've got no manager, but a whole lot of a whole lot of disagreement between Ken Kennedy and Umaga. So we watch this to see if it's if they can contain themselves into the ring. And match 5 is Candice Michelle versus Melina with Mickey James. And we also have a special sponsorship going on. And in the main event, we've got a 6-man tag match, normal 6-man tag. We've got DX and JBL versus Eddie Guerrero, Chavo, and Shelton Benjamin. This will actually be you you said it earlier that Eddie is a two belt champion right now, dual champion. We'll see if who the winner of this match will be the number one contender for the WWE title.
Oh, it sounds like we have a good show. So, the match you're gonna watch is Kennedy and Umaga,
Um,
or this 6-man
I
tag
think
match.
that we're gonna the watch that the 6-man tag match because we want to see who who's gonna be up at the pay-per-view in a couple weeks.
Alrighty,
That's because next week we'll have another match for that top for to get the other contender.
gotcha. So starting off, we got Murdoch and Mr. William Regal,
Simulate the results.
and William Regal
Regal.
pulls out
I
the.
think William Regal won of because of interference with Candice Michelle.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh, I was supposed to put crap. I was supposed to put what's her face as Murdoch's. It's not gonna affect it though. So your triple
Yeah.
threat match, we got the winner being Mick Foley.
It looks like Mick Foley won over with Gregory Helms losing, Carlito made a good showing for his first match in in Raw. So I'm still hoping he's a good buy, a good free agent buyout.
Alrighty, so up next we got Trish Stratus going 1-on-1 against Lita.
Yes, and this match is for the number one contendership of the women's title.
And Trish Stratus pulls out the W.
That's that's pretty unmistakable Trish Stratus. She has she has been working and working to build up the wins and make sure that she's the number one contender.
Alrighty, so match number
These
4.
two have these two have no love lost, and we're gonna probably see a heavy match.
And Umaga pulls out the W.
Umaga, the Kennedy's probably not not in any shape, any good shape now. He's probably lost lost some lost lost a lot of heart even.
Yeah, 2 losses in a row, loses his Intercontinental title, and then loses to Umaga.
Yeah,
Something's
he, he's he's having some. We might have to put him with a manager, see if we can get him turned around.
And up next, we have Candice Michelle going up against Melina.
With Mickey James at her side. It'll be interesting if this is a fair match, clean and fair match.
And it doesn't look that way as Melina picks up the W.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that. Mickey James has been known sometimes to fight it out. And now we're gonna watch the main event, six-man tag match, DX with JBL, Eddie Guerrero, Los Guerreros, and Shelton Benjamin for a number one contender spot.
This is the star-studded main event. Rob brings out all the stops. As we have DX making their entrance.
D-Generation X, 1 2, 1 2, is this on?
Man, these were the days when you seen this entrance. You knew something was about to go down. And making their way to the ring, we have the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, the Game, Triple H, D-Generation X. You have to say these are one of the greatest tag teams in all of wrestling.
Yeah, they're one of the. I would have to say they're one. They're one of the. They're arguably the greatest tag teams in all of wrestling. Another wrestling. Another wrestling tag teams that they had was more of a stable. Was Evolution.
Oh yeah, one of the better faction stables in wrestling is DX with the signature pyro. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, best friends, bitter enemies. How long do you think they last before one of them turns on the other?
That's a good question. They they Sean when Sean gets something in his mind, it's hard to change it. But Triple H being the student of the game, he there's a possibility of using a sledgehammer to change somebody's mind.
And here we go. This is who I think is the wild card of the match, as whoever secures the pinfall is the number one contender. What if that's JBL?
Yeah, that's very true. He's got that lariat, that, the clothesline from hell lariat, and that thing is no slouch. He DX is just happy he's on their team.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to be behind the closing end of one of those clotheslines, liable to decapitate you. And
And then now
they have their
we
opponents.
have Los Guerreros. You can't count them out.
And it looked like they came to fight, left the titles
They
in
didn't,
the back.
yeah, that's telling. They came to fight. Don't count them out because they lie, cheat, to steal to win.
Of those,
They didn't even bring their chopper out. Well, I'm more of a motorcycle rider, so that's why I called it a chopper. I don't know what the actual name for their car would be.
so it's more like a low rider. That's what they call it. It's a low
A low
rider.
rider. I just had a brain fart there. That's basically it.
And here we go. Their tag team partner, Shelton Benjamin. This is another wild card. What if Shelton
He's
Benjamin picks up the W?
I'd say he's a dark horse. He's the only one there that's Olympic trained, collegiate trained. So he's got some moves that they may not be ready for.
Shelton Benjamin, former University of Minnesota wrestling champion. He actually went there with Brock Lesnar. They
Oh wow.
both went to school together, wrestled together, trained together down in OVW, and got signed together. They were actually tag team partners at one point.
That's so he is definitely one to keep out in your peripheral vision
Yes,
if you're not
he is
if you're not
lightning quick. So here we go. Eddie Guerrero, Triple H. They start this one. Referee has to get them away, and this match is underway. They start off with a nice collar and elbow tie up. Eddie Guerrero picks him up. Wait, he's gonna start with the Three Amigos to start the match. We get 2 and 3. Eddie Guerrero with a quick Three Amigos to start this match.
that shows you he's not playing. He is not playing at all. He wants that belt. He's not he's he wants all the belts.
Yes, Eddie is trying to be a belt collector with a nice reversal, but Triple H takes the legs out from underneath them. So it's like this is gonna be a back and forth match as Eddie tries to keep Triple H within his corner, as you would want to do in any tag team match, as he backs into the corner and he gets hit by JBL.
Eddie backed into the wrong corner. Triple H has got him in with
DX, but
DX.
did you see that he hit Shawn Michaels?
That's not a good sign for their tag team. They seem to be not on the same page. And here's Shelton Benjamin.
And Triple H tags in JBL instead of Shawn Michaels. And while
That's interesting.
and while Eddie and the referee were arguing, JBL with a low blow. This team is very good at using the rules in their favor. As
They're
Triple H and JBL are
really
still in the ring together, double teaming Shelton Benjamin.
they took their sweet time getting out of the ring. Triple H did.
And here we go. In comes Shawn Michaels.
Interesting.
And a nice DDT by Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin just beat it. Looking like Triple H and JBL are actually paying more attention to being in a tag team than DX is. Are we seeing cracks in the veneer?
We might be, as this is a triple a 6-man tag match, but it's really a 6-man, every man for themselves, because everybody wants to have that shot at the world title.
Uh, which is very, very true. And but they
But
have to still understand they're all winners. But it looks like the referee's not being able to control.
to control this match, we
Oh,
win in the mayhem, as Chavo Guerrero has Shawn Michaels in the tag match, and all three men are standing in the ring. We might have to go to commercial. The referee's trying to get this all under control.
we might have to go to commercial. We
And
If we do have to go to commercial, we can do it in picture in
in
picture.
picture. Shawn Michaels, he's dragging Shelton Benjamin to the ropes. Shelton Benjamin fights it off, but gets an elbow to the back of his elbow in return. And Shawn Michaels looked like he was gonna go tag in Triple H, but he didn't.
Yeah, he looked like he was gonna tag somebody, but he didn't. And
And he gets thrown over the ropes. Shelton Benjamin, oh, he's taking some liberties with Shawn Michaels. He flings him off the
right
rope.
in front of the referee too. Oh, but the referee
Ref,
told him to.
referee gave him a 5 count with a nice Hurricane Rana by Chavo Guerrero. We get a back body drop by Shawn Michaels. And Chavo tags in Shelton Benjamin. Eddie hasn't been in this match since he started.
And look at that. Sean tags in JBL, not Triple H.
We might see some cracks and some dissension forming in Degeneration X.
This is interesting.
Very much. This match is getting very chaotic. JBL with a nice clothesline. It wasn't the clothesline from hell, but it was powerful.
Oh yeah, you don't want he he may come to the ring all pampered and pretty, but he does not. Once he's in the ring, he's almost one of the dirtiest players in the game.
And he's taking it to Shelton Benjamin. Oh, and Shelton Benjamin moves out of the way. It looked like he was about to get speared in half in the corner. And he tags in Chavo Guerrero.
And they're using the count to set up. Well, but the referee's yelling at him.
Referees, he's
So
getting
oh,
just trying to get Shelton
Chavo.
out the ring. Chavo tries to pick up JBL, but he can't.
Oh, that was a good. A, and here we have Shawn Michaels back in the ring.
Hey, it looked
It
like he was.
looks like they're staying far away from Eddie. They don't want Eddie to be a belt collector, do they?
Doesn't look like it. And Chavo tries to pick up Shawn Michaels, and he can't even pick up Shawn Michaels. And Shawn tags in. Did you see that? Shawn tagged in JBL and Triple H. He jabbed at him.
I saw that. That doesn't bode. We're seeing. It's almost like we're seeing two different matches. A match between DX and a match between
These two teams
these two teams.
are back to the outside. The referee starts his count. He's out of one. Eddie's in the ring. He just threw Triple H out of the ring. Shawn Michaels, he knocks. He goes to the outside. Oh my God. And Shelton Benjamin flips in the ring. What is he going to do next? The referee's count is up to 5. It's up to 6.
How is this going to play out if
It's
this
at
is
7.
a
But JBL's the legal man. He's the only man left in the ring. 8. Wait, 9. He's hitting a power bomb. Oh, Shawn Michaels tried to throw him in the ring. 10. It's a count out.
holy crap?
A count out to end Monday Night Raw. Triple H doesn't look too happy. JBL is ecstatic because that technically means he's the number one contender. Triple H doesn't look too happy to have his arm raised. And
Let's see.
that's how we end Monday Night Raw.
Oof. See you next week, folks. They're claiming Triple H won. I think that was actually more of a JBL win. So JBL is the number one contender.
All right, so here we are, Friday Night Smackdown. We got Kane with the Big Show, Kid Cash, Cruiserweight match.
Looks like I can't hear you.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
So in our first match, we have the Big Red Machine Kane versus Joey Mercury. If Kane can pull out the victory, they get a tag team title match. Next, we have Kid Cash going up against Rey Mysterio for the Cruiserweight Championship. Kid Cash jumped our actual number one contender, RVD, backstage, and he's taking his place in this tag team title match. Rey Mysterio said, "We're going to do this ECW style since you want to do things ECW, and it's a hardcore match." Next up, we have Booker T, the United States Champion, taking on Matt Hardy in a non-title match. But the number one contender, Chris Benoit, is at ringside. He said he's going to be here. He's going to watch it. Up next, after that, we have the Big Show, the hometown hero, taking on Johnny Nitro. Winner gets to determine the match. Gets to determine the stipulation of the match if Kane can beat Mercury. And in our semi-main event, we have the two losers of the tournament match last week, Bobby Lashley versus John Cena, with the winner becoming the number one contender of the world title match in 2 weeks. And in our main event, we have Randy Orton and Edge going up against the guys who will be facing each other in 2 weeks for the world title, Batista and Kurt Angle. And I think that is I
What
think
match are you gonna
I think
watch?
we are, as this match doesn't really determine anything, as we already know our number one contender. We're going to watch and see who is going to be our new cruiserweight champion.
That sounds like a plan with the hardcore
DW.
ECW style.
So, as our first match, we have Kane going up against Mercury, with the winner being Joey Mercury by disqualification. He knew he couldn't beat the Big Show, so as soon as he knew he couldn't beat Kane, so as soon as the match started, he low blowed Kane and got
He
themselves.
got himself.
So, er, Kane won. No, because he says Joey Mercury won. Kane
Yeah,
won, but after the match, Kane chokeslammed Joey Mercury 2 more times, which caused the ref to reverse the decision and give the match to Joey Mercury. But General Manager Teddy Long comes out and says, "Hold on, player. Let me holla at you. You counted 1, 2, 3, and Kane won. It don't matter that Kane attacked him after the match as he was getting jumped. So we're going to reward the match back to Kane." Dusty finish booking.
Dusty finish.
Pinfalls can be
Du-
count. Pinfalls don't count in a month of April on the Friday.
I almost thought you were gonna have Teddy Long come out and say he's gonna end up having to fight the Undertaker next week.
Yeah, but he's too expensive for us. So you have Booker T going up against Matt Hardy with Chris Benoit at ringside, and he says he will not interfere in this match. And he stuck to his word, and he did not interfere during the match as Booker T won. But as soon as the bell rung, Chris Benoit made his attack. So in our hometown hero Big Show has a chance to determine the stipulation for their tag match. And he wins. And Big Show says, "I'm going to make sure that you guys can't run from us. Because when we fight for the tag team titles, it will be in a cage match."
Ooh.
And in our semi-main event, we have Bobby Lashley going up against John Cena, with the winner being the next number one contender for the world title. My money is on Bobby Lashley because that's the guy who I really want to be the champion. And Bobby Lashley defeats John Cena in a hard-fought victory that went down to the wire. There was 20 seconds left on the match clock when Bobby Lashley reverses an attitude adjustment into the Dominator, and he hit John Cena with a spear to win the match with 4 seconds left.
That's that must have been an insane match.
Yep. And in our main event, we have Randy Orton and Edge versus the actual number one contenders to fight in 2 weeks. Can they stay on the same page? And they don't. The
They
arguing
don't.
the arguing gets to him, and Randy Orton hits Batista with an RKO assisted with a spear by Edge to pick up the victory.
A
Giving
spear KO.
I just not noticed I had rated RKO up there. That is the actual tag team. And
All right.
now we jump
Hardcore Cruiserweight Championship.
as we have Kid Cash going up against Rey Mysterio.
Kid Cash is a champion. He's been ECW all through and through.
Yep.
Let's see what he does in a hardcore match to keep this belt.
To keep this belt, he was supposed to face RVD. He was supposed to defend his title against RVD, but he took out RVD, so the match was awarded to Rey Mysterio. Let's see if he's gonna be able to defeat Rey Mysterio and keep his title. I think he should have just fought RVD.
I wonder if he was thinking he was going to get somebody a little less aerial, and that didn't happen.
Nope, because now he has to deal with former WCW Cruiserweight Champion, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Tag Champion, Rey Mysterio.
Master of the 619.
The West Coast Pop, the most electrifying superstar to come from WCW.
Ray is small, but you
He has a
you've
lot of
got to.
fight.
He's got a lot of fight. He's got a lot of speed. And he's got a lot of love for those people he thinks of as family. So
Ray looking to capture another Cruiserweight Championship here tonight in this hardcore ECW style Cruiserweight Championship match. And this match is getting underway, folks. And both of these men are starting off with a pair of reversals and a step up enziguri by Kid Cash.
pretty standard match for a hardcore match to start out with.
Yeah, they're feeling each other out. Maybe they're trying to see if they could beat each other without the use of weapons.
They just want the ability.
As they're trading holds, both men not giving an inch.
Not oh,
We have another
that
tie
was
up.
another tie up.
Both guys are back to reversing this. A lot of chain grappling.
Reversed by Rey Mysterio.
This is a big reversal fest. Both men not giving an inch.
Oh,
Drop kick to the back of the
nice
head by
low
Kid
drop.
Cash. He's trying to make Ray tap out. You got to think it's only going to take one big move before one of these guys takes advantage, starts to grab the advantage in this match.
Yeah, I think Kid Cash would be smart to grab a weapon before
Rey
he
Mysterio
gets
does.
yeah, and before his stamina gets too low.
And it looks like he heard you as he goes outside and grabs a steel chair and whacks Rey Mysterio upside the head. Well, he's going to grab again. He goes to the outside, grabs a sledgehammer.
He bringing everything in?
Oh, he puts him in a
Oh,
sleeper hold.
choke him out with the sledgehammer.
He grabs it. Oh, he goes for the pin. 1,
Too close to.
2, and Rey Mysterio kicks out. There is no rope breaks in a hardcore match.
Oh yeah, that is true. No rope breaks in a hardcore match.
Rey Mysterio kicks out of the remix. He needs to start mounting some type of offense. Rey Mysterio jumps over, spins around. Oh, look at that innovative move by Rey Mysterio.
The Hurricane Rana.
But Kid Cash comes back with a right to the eye. Grabs the steel chair, but Rey Mysterio reverses it. And he gets Cash.
Both of them.
But Kid Cash throws Rey Mysterio and punches him to the ground.
Irish whip into the ring ropes with a nice little potato finish. Oof.
Kid Cash is looking for something. He's looking to end it.
He's afraid that Elko Libre is gonna go after him. He's afraid that he can't win without those weapons.
And a nice tornado DDT by Kid Cash. Picks up the sledgehammer. Oh, right into the gut of Rey Mysterio. And he goes for the cover. 1, 2.
1, 2.
And Rey Mysterio kicks out again.
2. That was 2.5.
Goes back to the arm and the chest.
Stretching and pulling on that.
Kid Cash looks like he's ready to put Ray away. But Ray don't want to stay at bay.
The longer this goes, the
more it benefits Cash, I think.
But he's playing like he wants it done quick.
With a nice DDT. A kick to the face.
Oh.
It goes for another pin. 1, 2, 3. Kid Cash is still your cruiserweight champion.
That was the best way to play it. I think he kept him down, kept him from doing his high flying, and used the weapons to his advantage, and he walks away with the belt.
Yep, Kid Cash keeps the title, defeating Rey Mysterio.
I don't think it's over.
Yeah, I don't think this is far from over either.
There we go. Thanks for watching Smackdown.
I hope you guys enjoyed that one. So let's look at our oh wow, I watched it and I might get a new winner. I had to simulate it and Rey Mysterio won. So Rey Mysterio. So what we seen didn't actually happen. Rey Mysterio rolled up Kid Cash and he won. And out of that, we gained 50,000 fans. Raw had a 3-star rating. And we had a 3-star rating. So in the headlines, Melina has joined Raw. In a main event, we had JBL celebrating his victory. Rey Mysterio is the new Cruiserweight champion. Bobby Lashley had a sleeper match.
Oof, and you took 50,000 fans.
So if we go to our schedule and look at last week's show, Trevor Murdoch and William Regal have 1.5 stars. Gregory Helms, Mick Foley, and Carlito had 2.5. Trish and Lita had 2.5. Kennedy and Umaga had 2.5. Candice and Melina had 2. And your main event had 3.
You know, I might have to let Trevor Murdoch go. For the last couple of matches, he hasn't been above 2 stars.
Let's see, we got 2.5 star rating. Kane and Mercury have 2 stars. Kid Cash and Mysterio had 3. Booker and Matt had 2.5. Big Show and Nitro had 2.5. Bobby and Cena had 3. And our main event had 3.
You had a solid show. Solid.
Very
Pretty
solid.
much an average. I'd say average 2.5 star. Well, they were half and half. So.
In your rivalries, all 3 of your rivalries got a thumbs up.
Okay.
And in our minds, we're doing all right. We got thumbs up on 2 weeks. Alrighty, so that will bring us to the 3rd week, and that will come for another day.
Yeah. That will come another day. But we're coming up on Backlash, so don't miss out on that.
At all.
That's where the WWE title will be decided.
In Germany at that. In Berlin, Germany.
Of Backlash.
Alrighty, guys. We'll see you. Oh, before we go, let's actually check. Well, as you can see, we can't really see the graph, but Smackdown does have 5,045.04 million viewers, and Raw has 4.96 million views. As we head to the road to WrestleMania, where we have our 3 joint pay-per-views: SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. And we can check the balance sheet. You made this week. So look, we have attendance. We actually have attendance numbers. So your television revenue, you made 130K. Your live attendance, 241K. Promotional income, 0.
I'm not hearing you if you're talking.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how much you didn't hear or when you stopped hearing.
I missed probably everything of the balance sheet.
Wait, what happened? You there?
Yeah, I stopped talking when you said the show would come to a new would come we'd do the next show after I promoted Backlash being at the
Okay.
where we'll see the world title, and then I couldn't hear you.
Okay, I got you. So I just seen what we could look at our finance sheets from. Let me see. April 7th. That was the last show you did. Just a new show. Yeah, so you could check how much you spent and made. So you made you made 130 on your TV, 240 on your television or your live audience. You only made 15K on your merchandise promo.
That's not good. What happened with that one? Was that the merchandise spot? Is
Yeah.
that okay?
And if I check my finance, did I make money? Oh, I made money. Phew. Okay, so I made. You lost you lost 653,000. You spent 20K on crew, 75 on trainers, 864 on contract. Yeah, I think you should. Well, you would have probably still lost money if you did. Well, if you would have did 2 advertisement promos, you would have made like 300K. So you would have lost like 300K.
Yeah, I think I put too many multi-man matches in without enough financials to back it up.
So as we have in our rankings, DX is number one. Follow.
DX is number one.
Yep, DX is number one for the third straight week. DX is number one. Rey Mysterio moves up to number two after winning the United States Championship, pushing down Kurt Angle and Batista, who will fight for the world title, most likely pushing one of them into number one. Edge and Randy Orton, followed by Mick Foley, John Cena, who's on the downfall, Booker T,
Mick Foley on too.
RVD. We have Intercontinental Champion Eddie along with Chavo, Bobby
They went
Lashley,
down.
Carlito, Umaga, Chris Benoit, and JBL, Mickey James, Trish Stratus, Kennedy, Big Show, Nitro, Kane, Lita, and Benjamin. That's your
I
top.
remember when they did that.
That's your top
I actually
25.
liked
That's your top 25. And now we can officially sign off.
signing off for Tony the Kid. This is John Anderson. Smackdown versus Raw 2007 is what we're playing right now. He's teaching me the ropes.
Hey, you learning. We're putting shows together.
Putting shows together and with the hopes that you have fun watching, enjoying, and see how you come back next time. We'll watch all the way through. We love you. Subscribe.
Take care. Y'all enjoy.